Hey y'all, welcome back to No Catchy Name. This is episode number 4, I think. I'm Ella. I want to say welcome to all the people who have subscribed to me. Thanks for liking and commenting and subscribing. If you're new and you don't subscribe, click the red button so you don't miss out on any of the fun that we will have. I'm still relatively new to this, so it's awkward still, but I'm pushing through. I guess I will start off with just my finished projects. This first one that I'm going to be talking about is, I finished the crochet part of it a while ago. I don't even remember when because I forgot to make a Ravelry, I always mess that up, project page, and I've been real bad at that, but I'm trying to get better at making project pages. I finished it a while ago except for adding buttons to the sweater. But I'll go ahead and show it to you anyways because it's now 100% finished. And it's just this little sweater. I put the buttons on it finally. And it has matching booties. And a little hat. I made that for the fair, which if you've watched any of my videos, you know that I'm working on projects non-stop for the fair coming up in September. But the pattern for that is called Newborn Lynette. Lynette, I think that's how you say that. It's by Darla Fanton, and it's free on Ravelry. I don't know if it'll focus, but there it is. I just needed a sweater set for the fair, for one of my entries in the fair, so I just got on Ravelry and typed in baby sweater set and browsed, and I just thought that one was really cute. But she's all done now and I can finally put her in my fair box. The next finished object, let me find it. Oh, okay. The next finished object is the Santa Reindeer Sampler Scarf by Heidi Yates. I think, is that right? Oh, I'm not on the right page. This was kind of a pain in the butt. Like, I needed to make a scarf for the fair, and I saw this one and I thought it was super cute. I think I already had the pattern because she gives away patterns a lot, and I have like the majority of her patterns. And I was like, well, I have the pattern, it's cute, it looks like just a bunch of pieces pieced together, which essentially it is. And I don't know why, just in my brain I thought it was going to be simple to make. And the body of the scarf was pretty simple, but the little pieces is what was tedious. There are so many little pieces, ears and eyes and noses and antlers and decoration pieces like holly and stuff, and then stitching on the mouths, and it was so tedious. I didn't think I was ever going to finish the scarf, and halfway through it I was like, oh, I'm just going to make a different scarf, but then I was like, well, I'm halfway through and I'm just going to go ahead and finish it. And I'm going to have to look past to make sure that it's getting on there, but I'll start with Santa. Oh, my neighbor's is doing something, I don't know if you heard that. This is the little Santa part, and then here this would be Dasher. Dancer. This is a little dark, and it's not that dark in person, but it looks way darker on here. He's got a reef around him and a little bow. So your Dasher, Dancer. So this would be Prancer. Dasher, Dancer, Prancer. Vixen. I love his little scarf. Let me get a little Santa hat on. Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen. Whoop, he's at that. This is where it goes around your neck. Comet. Cupid. Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid. Yeah. That's alright. Comet, Cupid. Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner. Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner. Blah, I get confused. Blitzen. He's got a scarf too. I don't know why I made it fluffy on both sides. I think I messed it up and I just went with it. And then Rudolph with his big nose. And I think all but 2 reindeer have button eyes because I didn't have little tiny buttons. It's a bug. So I stitched these 2 eyes on, but they were wonky looking, I thought. So I went ahead and bought buttons. for their eyes. So Santa and then the other, however many reindeer, 7 or whatever, have button eyes, which turned out cuter. I love that scarf. It's beautiful, and it would just be so fun to wear, especially like with an ugly sweater, which is something my husband and I did last year for our Christmas cards. We wore ugly sweaters, and our son was in a little outfit, and everything was really cute. And that would be so cute on an ugly sweater, and then like a crazy hat. But gosh, it was tedious. And she's got a Halloween one too that I want to make. But anyways, here's the pattern. It's a paid-for pattern on Ravelry. It's by Heidi Yates, right? Yeah, she's one of my favorite crochet designers. And the pattern also has another part that you can make up at the top that has Christmas lights on it. And the reason I don't have that is because I completely forgot about it. I guess because I was so annoyed with that project while I was making it that once I got done, I just went ahead and sewed the 2 green parts together where the reindeer meet right here. And in between there is supposed to be the white part with the lights. And by the time I realized that, I was already putting together the rest of it. And it still fits well as a long scarf. It would have been super long with the white thing. So I was just like, you know what? It's done. It's cute. That's fine. And with that pattern, if you buy it, it comes with the reindeer and then just how to make it like a solid Santa one and I think a reindeer one without Santa. But I think it's cute, and I will definitely wear it this holiday season. And holiday season in my family, in my house, starts in like September because me and my husband are all about Christmas. Love it. It's the best holiday ever. And I'm excited because this is our first year in our own place that we can decorate however we want and all that. But anyways, I'm sidetracking. Alright, my next finished object, if I can get it to load. Okay, this is another thing for the fair. I think almost all of my projects right now are for the fair except one. Well, 2. This is the Pineapple Cascade baby dress, which I think last time I just had like the neck done, but now it's complete. And it is that long. I think it turned out absolutely cute. It's my first ever pineapple stitch pattern. And I made it with, oh darn, I've been forgetting to say the yarns. I always do that. Pretty much everything is Red Heart. Red Heart. Yeah, it's not with love. I'll keep messing up the yarn. Anyways, the baby sweater and this scarf was Red Heart scraps. Because when I first started crocheting, I bought a ton of it, and now I just have a ton of it left over. But this baby dress is made out of Lion Brand Mandala in the colorway Pegasus. And I have this much left of that cake. I took about half of it. And I'm actually glad that it didn't get into these greeny colors, but I wished it had gotten into the white. If I had more time and didn't hate the top of this pattern, I would have went back and started the dress with the white. Like I would have ripped it off the cake and rounded up backwards so that it would go white, this peach color, into the pink color or purple, with the purple at the bottom. Because I think it would look better with the white at the top and then getting darker towards the bottom. But it's still really cute, and it's going to be entering the fair. So, and after the fair, I will probably donate it because I don't have a daughter and I don't plan to have one anytime soon. But I still got this much of this and a whole cake of this that I can make something with. I'm not sure, but I'll just throw it in the stash and we'll see. But it is Pineapple Cascade Baby Dress by Kim Guzman. I don't know if I say that right, but here it is. I don't know if it's going to focus. I'm sorry if it's not focusing because I can't see it very well. Okay. I have one more finished object, and it's kind of a copycat. It's a copycat. Oh, I closed it out. I gotta find it. Hold on a second. It's a copycat that I commandeered the idea to make it from another YouTuber over on the Yarn Joy podcast, I guess. I still don't know why people call them podcasts because they're not podcasts, but whatever. And it is the Tiny Turtle tape measure. This is the pattern. It's a free pattern. on Ravelry by Sophia Zhu. I don't know how you say that. But I seen it on the other podcast and I thought it was so cute. Oh, I just realized I have a boo-boo on it. I gotta fix that. But it's just a little, it's really dark in here. I don't know why. I guess I could open the curtain some more. Just a little turtle. I just made it in a few moments. Like an hour while watching TV. I'm not too happy with the legs. I didn't like the way they came out, but you know, he comes out like that. And my tape measure is a little broke because my son got a hold of it, so to get it to go back in I have to push the button the whole time it's retracting. Because he used to get it and pull it out and like walk around with it in his mouth until I put it up. But I saw that on Yarn Joy podcast. I thought it was cute. And they have a sheep one. I thought about making the sheep one, but then I went with the turtle. That's all of my finished objects. I have 3 whips this week, and I'll just start. Oh, I just closed it out. I'm clumsy. Okay, I'll just go back and get it. I have 3 whips, and I don't think I didn't have any of them started last time I filmed. It's been a little over a week since I filmed because of my son. He's been real clingy. I think he's teething his molars or something. He's not been sleeping well and been more clingy than usual. Turkey Reef right there. Okay, the first one is the one that I closed out. It's the Turkey Reef. It's another one for the fair. I just needed to make a Thanksgiving decoration, and I had a few ideas, but then I found this Turkey Reef and thought it was cute. It's a free pattern on Ravelry. It's by Sarah Zimmerman, which is really familiar. Is that? That's the Repeat Crafter Me. Yeah, she's Repeat Crafter Me. And I haven't got much of it finished yet. I'm just working right now on the body of the reef. And it's literally just, it looks like the beginning of a scarf. I'm almost done with this part, and this is the part that will wrap around the styrofoam reef mold. And it's just some red heart scrap. This is actually leftover from the light color reindeer. But, and I realized in my other videos, every time I mentioned Painted Canyon colorway, I called it Red Heart with Love, and it's not Red Heart with Love, it's Hobby Lobby's I Love This Yarn. I don't know why, just confused person. Alright, my next whip is this one. I seen, it was one of those things that like get real popular and they're all over Facebook and everyone tags someone in it, and I seen it and I thought it was so cute, but it was made with crochet thread and like a tiny hook, which I've never used and I don't really want to start using anytime soon. But I thought it was so cute because for the fair I need to make a patriotic decoration, and 2, it would just be super cute to hang either on your door during you know, Memorial Day, around that time, or around 4th of July, or you know, any of those patriotic type holidays, or just year round, or in your house somewhere. And it is the Bohemian American flag. Let me see, I'm not sure whose website this is. It's called Meg Made with Love is the website, but I'm not exactly sure. Megan, oh gosh, I'm horrible at pronouncing names. Megan Chemise? That's not right. But it's this. It went around on Facebook like crazy, and I saved it on my Facebook, and then I never even thought about doing it for real because I don't want to do thread. And plus I looked at my Walmart, and because that's the only local store we have. Everywhere else that sells yarn and supplies like that is at least 30 minutes away. We didn't have the right color blue, and so I just saved it, and then I added the pattern to my favorites. And one day I was scrolling through one of the Facebook groups that I'm a member of, and it was another girl was making it with like DK weight, I think, and a bigger hook, so it was bigger but still the same. And I was like, well, duh, I could just make it bigger. I mean, it would still be a decoration, it just wouldn't be something you could hang on your door. It would be just like a wall hanging. So I got out worsted weight. And because I have a ton of just random color worsted weight, Red Heart, and also Hobby Lobby's I Love This Yarn. And I can't remember the hook size because it's still in the project bag, but I think it's an H, 5mm. And I started making it in worsted. And this is all I got so far. And this, to make it the size that the pattern calls, just the giant version, I would have to repeat this section right here 3 more times. So it would be, the blue part alone would be this wide, plus the red and white dangly, just like strings, because it's only attached at the top under the stick. She has it like glued to a ribbon and then glued to the stick. So even though this blue part would be pretty wide, this still the dangly red and white parts wouldn't make it humongous. It would just make it, you know, I don't know, 3 feet wide. So that's still nice enough that, you know, you can hang it in your house around a holiday, so it would count as a decoration, I would imagine. So I'm kind of working on it, but not like 100%, because 1, I keep messing the pattern up, and 2, it's not the end of the world if I don't get to enter it into the fair. My last whip is the Grease Blanket Crochet Along, hosted by Chaos and Chop Suey. I think that's how you say that. Suey? Soy? I'm not exactly sure. It's paid for a pattern. Well, you pay to get the pattern and to be into the Crochet Along. But here's the Ravelry page for it. It just started yesterday, which was July 17th. Today's the 18th. And I haven't got much of it. This is my very first real project made with corner to corner. And the first few rows I messed up on. I didn't do the right amount of double crochets, and by the time I realized it, I was already like 5 rows in, and I don't care to go back and fix it because it's my first time. I'm just going to keep going. It's also my first attempt at using bobbins, which I don't have bobbins, so I just have little balls of yarn held together with hair clips. But it's working for now. This is also, according to the pattern layout, this is one of the bigger squares of the pattern. There are a couple like banner size, but this is one of the bigger squares. And let me make sure I got it laying the right way. I think it goes, okay, it'll be, oh gosh, my bobbins are all over the place. It's going to be awkward. This is the first part of it. I think I'm like 17 rows in. It goes over here, but my bobbins are hanging off. I think it doesn't look as good as other people's, but it looks better than horrible would look. And I just tangled all my bobbins. My bobbins, I keep saying that word, I've said it like 8 times. I just made little balls and put head clips on them, and then I removed the clips when I'm using that specific one. And then I know there has to be easier methods because all these other people just fly through their corner to corners with bobbins, but a lot of their setups involve like a tabletop thing with like sticks, and I can't have that with my son because he would just demolish it in moments. And this particular project I'm only going to be able to work on when he's napping or not here, which right now he's at his grandmother's visiting. This cow I think lasts 14 weeks, and this being the first one, so it's going to be going on for a while. I kind of wish that I had just done it in like bobble stitch or something, because I've done bobble stitch a million times, but I do want to learn corner to corner. It's just a little bit more difficult than I thought it was going to be, and I don't know, some parts of it look sloppy to me, especially on the back. Like I tried, this is where I was messing up and didn't make enough stitches. But I don't think anyone other than other crocheters would notice. And I'm making this blanket for myself, so only I will know. So once I realized that, and like from here to here, there's like a million ends weaved in. Because at first I was just attaching and detaching and doing that over and over and over and over. So I had like so many ends to weave in, and I wove them all in. And then at some point through here, I tried to just carry the yarn along. And you can see bits of it peeking through. And that didn't work out because it was showing too much, I thought. So then I was like, well, I'll just go ahead and try bobbins, and that's how this got started. Because I went to Walmart and to Dollar Tree and other places nearby to find a little, like bigger plastic clothespins, but I can't find them anywhere that other people have been finding them. So I was just like, I'll try making little balls and clipping them and see how it goes. And like I said, this is one of the biggest squares of the blanket, so the other ones are going to be a little bit smaller, so I don't think it'll be as tedious. But I don't know. I will see in the next few weeks how well I'm doing. But that is all of the finished objects and the works in progresses. And I've only got a couple acquisitions and none of them are yarn, which will probably be that way for a while unless I need yarn for a specific project that's already started. That's a roll I'm trying to make myself. One of them is attached to my project. I have to detach it real quick. I'm going to drop that stitch. Okay, the first acquisition is related to the Grease Crochet Along. And it's when you buy the pattern for the Crochet Along, you get exclusive access to a series of hooks created by Chloe Rebecca Boutique on Etsy that only people who have the pattern can purchase. And I think there's 5 different ones, and I just picked the Pink Ladies one because it's my favorite group in the movie. I would like to go back and get the T-Birds one too, but I don't know if I will. And if I do, it's going to be a smaller. I got an H size. It comes with a stitch marker, which is a little music note. And hers are made really well. I've bought polymer clay stitch markers from Etsy shops before, and like as soon as I got them, they came apart from their little thingy. I don't know what that's called, little clasp. And it attaches to the top of the hook, which I think is neat. And the hook's just got like the little neck scarf like Marty wears in the movie, and it's got Pink Ladies written on it. I don't know. I'm not going to focus that well. But it's H hook, and she stamped it in there that it's H hook, which is neat because it covers the handle. In retrospect, I wish I had gotten a smaller hook. H used to be the main hook that I used, like when I first started learning crochet, because it's not little, but it's not big. You know, it's a good in the middle size. But now I wish I had gotten a G. I would like to have a G. Like if I do get the T-Birds one, I'll get a G. And then I might later get another one of the grease themed ones that is an F, I think. Yeah, I think that. Because I use more Fs and Gs now that I'm better at crocheting. But I do still use H a lot, and some bigger ones depending on the project. But that is Chloe Rebecca Boutique. Let me see here. Is it? Yeah, it's sideways. She's got a lot of really cute hooks that I have since favorited and will love to buy. It came packaged really well. Like, I mean, the only way it could have gotten broken is if like someone had laid it on the floor and stepped on it, because it was like rolled up in a bunch of bubble wrap and then put in this cute little box that I kept because, you know, you never know when you might need to use a little box. And then in an, no, it wasn't in an envelope, was it? No. But it was like super padded. Like when I got it out of the mail, it wouldn't even jiggle around. You know, if I shook it, it wouldn't have made a noise because it was so well packed in there. But, and it came like in a week. Not even a week, I don't think. But that's her shop, I think. Well, I don't know if it focused. I'll link it below. But yeah, she's got some really cute hooks in her shop. And I definitely, there's one with a sheep on it that I got my eyes on. But the other acquisition is just a magazine that I'm subscribed to. And it's Crochet Roles. This actually came like a week ago, I think. It's for June 2017. But it came late because we've had to change our mail from a mail to a P.O. box, and it's just delayed a lot of our mail. But I love getting crochet magazines, and every one I get I keep, which I guess every crochet person does. These are the patterns that's in this one. Can't show the patterns because, you know, it's a paid for book. But there are a couple in here that I definitely want to make. One being this. Let me open it to the actual page. I think this is so cute, and it almost, like, from a distance it looks knit. But it is not. And the color that she's wearing looks like Painted Canyon by Hobby Lobby. I love this yarn. Not Red Heart with Love. I think that's so pretty. And I'm not typically the kind of person who would wear things like that, but stuff like that's pretty, and I would like to get into where I'm the kind of person who wears stuff like that. But I just think that's pretty, and like from a distance it looks knitted, which, you know, isn't a big deal because I love crochet, but I just, when I was flipping through it and I seen that, I was like, well, that looks like a knit stitch. But and there's a couple of other things in here that I would like to make. Hold on a second. I need to find some shawls to make because I got some yarn that's thin. But anyways, this little bag, seaside tote. I love anything to do with the beach. Me and my husband both are obsessed with anything to do with the beach. Our house, the decorations are nautical themed and everything. We love fish and everything. But I just think that's so cute. And there's been a fad of running around of a crochet blanket that looks like waves and then the beach with little turtles on it that I also want to make. This is just cute. It would be cute to take me to the beach. And I bet you if you mess around with the pattern, you can make it into like a tote. Well, it says it's a tote, but it don't look that big. I don't know. I would want to make it big. This blanket right here, I think is so cute. This would be cute on, like, in the springtime, draped over a chair or on the couch or something. It's called the Flowers of Summer Throw. I just think that's really pretty. And then I think there's one more thing that I definitely want to make. This, oh, I just said we love everything to do with fish. This fish pillow is so cute. And I know my son would love it because he calls stuffed animals and stuff babies, and he'll pick them up and hug them and say baby. And I know he would love this. I would make this, but I would probably make it in different colors. I'm not too keen on those colors. It's called something fishy pillow. I think I would make it with like orange and white and I don't know, just try to make it look like a tropical fish. I think that's the last one that I was like really interested in. Just flipping through, but yeah, because the rest of the pages are just breakdowns of the patterns. But yeah, I love getting these because when you buy them through subscription, they're significantly cheaper than if you buy them at like Walmart or wherever. Usually in stores, yeah, like this is $5.99 in a store, whereas through subscription, it's I did the math the other day. It comes out to like $2 for the magazine, which is, you know, divide that by 22 patterns, and that's a really good deal. And even if I never make all the patterns in here, even if I just make the 1, 2, 3, 4 that I would like to make from this magazine, that's still a really good deal. Because, you know, if I made the 4 that I want to make by the $2, that would be 50 cents per pattern. You know, that's an awesome deal. And I keep them, and if I come across any at yard sales or thrift stores, I buy them. Because you can never have too many patterns, even if you never make them all. I think that's absolutely everything. I really like making these videos, but I'm so nervous doing it. I don't know. Okay, my camera just died, so I'm going to add this a little bit on the end just to say goodbye. What I was saying was probably not that important anyways. But thanks for watching. Please like and comment if you'd like to, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you hopefully next week. Bye.